could Azerbaijan survive against the world? That's what we're going to find out in today's video. So I had some pretty good suggestions. As you can see here, we added quite a bit. One of them wanted us to add 100 factories, so I added a bunch of civilian, then some military factories, as well as some synthetic refineries, fuel silos, rocket sites, and nuclear reactors. So hopefully that'll help us out in the long run. Then the next one was max technology, as you can see here, and then also 10 million firepower. Now the next one's not going to be quite as nice. They want us to have soft attack under 101, so I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of tinkering with some of these. So I don't know how I'm going to get things quite that low. The next one is going to be a bit interesting. We are going to be playing as a rather small country. Where are they here? They ought to be somewhere around here. Right here. Okay. Yeah, we're playing as the Bahamas next time. Yeah, I don't know about this one, but make sure to leave your suggestions in the comments. I know that it's never going to be a struggle considering they literally have 50,000 total population. A little bit over that, but not a lot we can do. But make sure to leave your comments for the suggestions. I'll add them into the next video. Now, I will probably be taking a break next week from the series, but I will have another big project regarding Hearts of Iron 4 being released, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alrighty, so we've made it to 1937. Not too much has happened, although you can probably see I've been doing a little bit here. So I've been making a lot of railway guns. Honestly, I wasn't expecting them to be made this fast, but I've just put 5 military factories on them, and while I do take a lot of resources, so far it's going good. I've also been working on reorganizing the military. Now, while I'm looking at these stats, I feel like it's going to be a little challenging to have soft attack pretty low, so I'm not going to be too sure if I'm able to do that. For example, looking at this division, we have 220, so we got, I don't know if with like all the technology boosts, if it's really possible to have it under. Let me see. I guess this light tank one doesn't do as much, but I don't know. I don't really want to limit myself too much, especially when our challenge city is over here in Ankara. But we'll go ahead and see what we can do. I'll go ahead and move on to the next year. Alrighty, so we've made it to 1938. I built up a little bit of an army here. One thing I've noticed, I'm not really gaining any air XP despite having a person in. So I'm guessing there's some sort of bug where I'm not able to gain air XP. And I don't think I'm actually like in a port area. The sea doesn't let me have like a navy or anything. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah, if we look at this, like it doesn't even let us build anything on the coast here. So I think we're good on that. That's going to help us out a little bit. So you may have noticed, since I have so much manpower, I don't really need the ideological loyalty boost. So I decided to go for this elevated engineering core, which gives us entrenchment speed bonus, as well as railway gun bombardment bonus, as well as some bonuses towards engineers. So that's going to help us out with all the railway guns we built. I went ahead and started making some light tanks here, and those are going to be part of my little breakthrough divisions. As we can see here, we got 5 light tanks and some mechanized infantry. I'll be adding some support and other artillery based things later on. As far as construction goes, everything's working out okay. I've just been working on getting supply to these areas. I'm hoping that supply won't be too big of an issue when the war actually starts. Also, I'm trying to get an airport, although I don't know how good it's going to go if I'm not going to have any air XP because I can't actually develop anything. But other than that, not too much really going on. I can't actually get air XP for this, so I think I'll try that out. If we can't get enough air XP to make planes, great. If not, then we might be in trouble in terms of air. But we do have anti-air guns, so that won't be too big of a deal. But without further ado, we're going to hop into the next tier. We made it to 1939. I've went ahead and developed the army a bit more, and I also have my air force in production. So they're not too fancy since I had pretty limited air experience. So I made some heavy fighters here, pretty much just machine guns and rocket rails if I need them for close air support. And I added some pretty basic stuff. I was trying to work with the limited air experience I had. And I also made these strap bombers that we'll be able to use for our nuclear bombs. Then I've also updated my tank divisions a bit. I gave them some motorized artillery, motorized recon, and some maintenance. Then for my main divisions, I just added some artillery to them. I'm thinking of adding some engineers as well. Of course, we don't have enough special force cats to do much else with our mountaineers. But yeah, we got one more year until the start of the war. I'm just gonna work on getting our numbers up and hopefully we'll be good. Alrighty guys, it is 1940. We have a pretty sizable army with a little bit over 500,000 soldiers on the field. And I'm hoping that it's gonna be enough to hold out for a little bit. The Soviets aren't even on our borders, so we're gonna have some free expansion here. We do have the Transcaucasian Republic that we can form if we control the countries along here, I believe. I think there's Abkhazia, Georgia, Armenia. I think that's all of them that we need. Yeah, that's it. Now our challenge city here was Ankara. I think we got the best shot of doing that today, mostly just because we have a nice sized army, got a lot of tech, and I'm not relying on mechanized infantry as much as I was, so I don't have to worry about that running it low. Although we do still have them in our tank divisions. We have a pretty nice surplus, pretty much everything we need. And we're also utilizing planes properly, as well as these railway guns. So let's go ahead and see how that goes. Azerbaijan versus the world. And here we go. So I'm just going to skip through this. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. If you are, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is march across the river here. We are going to reclaim the Transcaucasian Republic and gain those as a core. Alright, so yeah, we have made some decent pushes. Looking at our logistics, things seem to be going fine. Let's go ahead and see the casualty report. We've done about 35,000 of them while taking just a little under 3,000 of our own. We probably could be taking less, but we're making some pretty aggressive pushes here. I think this was where our original border was. We pushed up to here, but they've been starting to give us a little bit of resistance. However, I'm going to punch through here, and let's see if we can get an encirclement. There we go. Let's go ahead and deal with them now. And another encirclement here. Let's go ahead and pop them. In terms of the air war, we seem to be doing a pretty good job here. We're taking down quite a few of their planes while taking relatively few losses of our own. If we look at this, we lost 4 fighters compared to 106 of theirs, as well as some of their bombers and support. Oh, looks like there's a bit of a breakthrough here on their side. This could be an issue, or it could be a blessing in disguise. Let's go ahead and attempt an encirclement. Oh, they're actually kind of strong. So our main issue now is that we're going to have very low production due to lack of ability to trade. So we were going to have to watch our equipment very carefully. Alright, let's bring in a large scale attack here and see how we do. And there we go, that's an encirclement. And here's the encirclement. Pop, pop, pop. Alright, now after that one, we've killed over 300,000 of them while taking 29,000 of our own casualties. So far pretty good. I would like to get the rest of Transcaucasia here, but it might take a little bit of time. Alright, I have had it with Russia. We're nuking them now. Bye-bye. Alrighty, so with the air war, we did take a little bit of damage to their bombers. However, we've downed 1,000 or over 1,000 of theirs. We've lost 57 of our own fighters, which is unfortunate, but their KD's doing pretty well. Okay, so we've survived the first year of the war. Looking at the KD here, We did over 420,000 casualties of them while taking 35,000 of our own. Pretty nice. These borders are also looking a whole lot nicer. I think we've about doubled our territory so far. I'm not sure if we'll push to this challenge city, but I'm hoping to at least reform Transcaucasia here. We just need a little bit more land for it. I'm guessing one encirclement at a time, we should be able to make it. Looks like they've been giving up a lot of land. They're sort of just letting us push along here, which I'll take it. Not only is it helping condense how much I have to control, but it's forcing them to control 4 tiles just to defend against this 1 tile here. We just have to make sure that we build supply. Here we go, another encirclement. Let's go ahead and get them off. Yeah, so far things seem to be pretty good. They haven't really tried pushing back too much. Oh, this is wide open. I could take Iran out if I'm lucky. Let's go ahead and start marching. We're gonna try and encircle the capital if we can. I should probably just take it straight up. They're pretty weak here. Let's go ahead and get this little encirclement. And there we go. So in a turn of events, looks like the Soviets have turned to war with Turkey. So they'll no longer have an alliance, which would be beneficial for us. Let's go ahead and take advantage of this. Looks like Iran has capitulated, which means they're no longer an issue for us. Although the Soviets are bordering us on every front now, except with Turkey, which isn't too bad to be honest. It's only one country that's gonna be honest. Compared to everything else, that's not too big of a deal. Go ahead, help encircle that. I won't actually take that tile though. Alrighty, here's a nice little encirclement. Let's go ahead and pop these Soviets. We began our attack in Abkhazia. Once we take these tiles, we should be able to get our new cores. That's if we can take these tiles though, which probably won't be able to here. But we could take this one, circle these divisions, and consolidate our troops here. And there we go, nice little encirclement. Already time for another encirclement if we can get this off. Hopefully we can. And there we go. And pop, pop, pop. Alrighty, let's go ahead and check our casualty report. We've done 863,000 casualties to them while taking 67,000 of our own. So far we're doing pretty good. We had 2 more towers to take before we can reclaim our cores, but we're almost there. We just gotta go a little bit further, and then we also gotta go for our challenge city as well. Oh, looks like the Germans are here. We might have to try and hurry to capture these tiles. And it looks like Germany actually took this one. Well, this entire German force is now encircled, so we're going to press our advantage here. Alright, here we go. Here is a lot of Soviets that are encircled. And kill them all. There we go. Okay, so we might not have the entirety of Abkhazia, but we have enough for it to consider it as controlled. So we're going to go ahead and claim it. And we're now the Transcaucasian Federative, so we, yeah. Bit of a tongue twister. But let's go ahead and keep on going. Alright, so in the north, the Soviets and Germans are having a bit of a supply issue, so I'm not too worried about them. I want to focus most of my efforts on Turkey so we can capture our challenge city here. But in the meantime, while they're having issues, I'm going to bolster up my own front line here. So taking a look at the rest of the world, things are looking pretty funky. We have the British Empire here in France. Germans are doing pretty well. And we have a communist Spain here, as well as a communist Portugal. What the heck happened here? I didn't even notice all this happened, but looks like the Axis took America. And the British Empire under the Allies took their colonies back, except for these areas here. Canada actually has the majority of America, and then looks like Mexico is one of the last few bastions of democracy, believe it or not. Yeah, it looks like Central America is the last of the democratic nations, except for South Africa. But they're also having a bit of goofy time. They're not at war with each other, but they're also not the best friends. And Italy, interesting. Although I'm sure none of you would have guessed the Finnish colony in Eritrea. That's a little goofy. And Ethiopia is still alive. They're fighting the Italians still, or at least what's left of them. They're literally only this area here. But anyways, moving on with our war, let's go ahead and keep fighting. Already we captured the ports to the north here. Uh-oh, you don't have a railway line. Let's go ahead and connect these up with our capital. Alrighty, and here's a pretty good encirclement. Alright, let's go ahead and make another quick encirclement. Looks like their borders are barely even being held here. So we're able to pretty much just walk around them. And there we go. Now, if we look at the casualty reports, we've done over 1 million casualties to them, while taking 82,000 of our own. So far we're doing really nice. My only concern is if they get a supply here, I feel like I'm going to get rolled over. But I have been getting some forts constructed. It might take a little bit of time for them to be built. But let's see how things go. Until then, we're going to start making a few pushes. And another encirclement. Oh, looks like there's a naval landing here. But we could probably get rid of them pretty easy. And we're starting to get pushed back a little bit here, which could become a bit of an issue. We are taking care of these pretty easily though, which is good. Uh-oh. Yeah, they're making a lot of naval landings here, but free encirclements for us, I suppose. Yeah, they are doing some pretty wide-scale attacks. They've been giving us some pretty large-scale attacks, but thankfully we're able to circle them pretty quickly. And they pretty much just evaporate. Yeah, they got a lot of troops pouring in now, so we might get overwhelmed eventually. Hopefully we can at least hold them off a little bit more. Alright, here goes the next attack, but they're repelled pretty quick. Alright, let's look at the casualties here. We've done 1.5 million to them, while taking 132,000 of our own. So that last little attack was a bit brutal, but overall we're able to hold them off pretty well. Alright, yeah, looks like they have a pretty large scale attack. They did make a breakthrough here, which could be unfortunate, but we'll see what we can do. Let's see if we can get this breakthrough here. If we're making a encirclement, we might have a little chance. Let's do this quick. Come on. Oh, they're pouring troops in. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Alright. Main issues now that's open. Uh-oh. Please take that. Okay. Ooh, that was a huge encirclement. Let's clear that out. There we go. Yeah, that did at least 200,000 casualties. Okay, so oddly enough, looks like the Germans have pulled off of our border. Let's see if we can do something. Actually, no, I don't want to extend myself too much. Otherwise, I might be in a bit of trouble down the line. Besides, we're getting a bit of a hit here. We might have to try and push them off. Here we go, charge. Alright, so we've had a few breakthroughs here. However, I think I might be able to at least get this one. Ah, never mind. Okay, we're just gonna hold off for a little bit. We could get a nice encirclement here if they do get rid of troops at this border. Oh, never mind. That's not good. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, they have a huge counterattack going on here. Okay, so we're in 1945, and there's not really a whole lot happening at this point. They're pretty much just doom stacking the entire border. So while I can hold them out for the most part, my equipment is getting limited. I used to have like 40,000 infantry equipment. Now I'm down to my last like 6,500. So I think I'm going to be limited on what I can do from this point forward. It was a lot of fun playing this. I think this is probably the best I've ever done in one of these challenges. This is the last country in the letter A. I'm going to take a little bit of a break before moving on to the letter B. But the first country for that is the Bahamas, which is currently dead. So that's great. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, or leave a positive comment. The algorithm seems to not like me right now, so I think I might be getting shadow banned. So if you guys are willing, I would appreciate any support. But anyways, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all next time.